Snowball your prosperity miracles through self-hypnosis. One of the easiest and quickest ways to snowball your prosperity miracle is through the use of self-hypnosis. This easy-to-use method gives you instant access to the amazing powers that lie hidden within your subconscious and superconscious minds. Self-hypnosis helps you align your conscious mind with the higher mind that controls all of the automatic functions of your body. Use this power daily to imprint your higher mind and immediately see positive results in every department of your life. How to use self-hypnosis to program your higher mind. 1. Sit quietly in a place where you will not be disturbed for at least 1 full hour. Relax your mind and body by saying quietly to yourself, "I am now relaxed and still. Peace, peace, peace. Relax, relax, relax. I enter into my Shangri-La of eternal peace and joy. I now prepare my mind to receive the positive instructions that will lead to cosmic fulfillment. Relax, relax, relax. Peace, peace, peace." 2. If you sit in a chair for your self-hypnosis exercises, select a spot straight ahead of you, slightly above your head, that you can look at steadily until your eyes feel heavy and slightly drowsy. Self-hypnosis bypasses your conscious mind and appeals directly to your subconscious mind, where the power back of your life resides. 3. You are now ready to use autosuggestions that reach your higher mind, imprinting it with the ideas you want it to carry out. Autosuggestion literally means talking to yourself, talking to your subconscious mind. Use the following positive verbs of action to imprint your desires on your subconscious mind. I am. I can. I will. I do. I have. I desire. Besides the autosuggestions mentioned, you can make up your own, using the above verbs of action, and imprint your subconscious mind with anything that you desire. Prosperity secret no. 1. To increase the flow of money in your life immediately. I desire large sums of money to help me achieve financial security. I ask for ideas that bring money from unexpected sources immediately. I desire the sum of $10,000 to help me pay off debts and to afford to live a more comfortable life. I wish to be guided to a source of income that will amount to more than $50,000 a year. I desire a business of my own with someone to finance me, so I can become independent and rich. I now tap the hidden gold mine within my subconscious mind for ideas that can make me rich, rich, rich. Repeat these autosuggestions at least 5 times each. Prosperity miracle number 47. She used self-hypnosis to revive a dying beauty business. Mary S. lived in an outlying community near Los Angeles. She had bought a small beauty shop with money she had saved over the years as a secretary. When she came to the class, she told me that her business was failing, and she was running into debt. Not enough women sought out her services in beauty culture. Soon I had Mary practicing prosperity secret number 1 to increase the flow of money immediately. She repeated the autosuggestions previously given 10 times each night before she fell asleep. She had a desperate need for $10,000 to pay off her debts, so she began with that amount first. 1 week later, a young woman came into her shop. Her first words were startling. "I can triple your business within 2 weeks, or you need not pay me a cent for my services," she said. Of course, Mary accepted the offer, for it would cost her nothing if it failed. Sure enough, the woman did have a big idea. She put ads in the local papers saying, "Hollywood beauty expert offers free skin and beauty analysis and expert advice on hair, skin, and nail care. Learn the secrets of the movie stars for greater beauty." The next day, the shop was packed with women eager to benefit from an expert's advice. Of course, they were advised to have skin treatments, massages, facials with special creams, and specific beauty products carried by the salon, which made very big profits for Mary the very first day. From this initial start, Mary soon had the $10,000 she had asked for to pay off her debts. and was on the way to making $50,000 and more a year from her revived business. Prosperity secret number 2. For peace of mind and peace of soul. I am now the center of a pool of stillness and quiescence within my own higher mind. I am peaceful and still. I am united with the cosmic mind that knows only peace and joy. I will myself to overcome the turbulence that is all around me. I am quiet and calm, while others give in to stormy passions and anger. Peace, be still, be still, be still, and know that I am God. Repeat these autosuggestions at least 5 times each. Prosperity secret number 3. To improve your personality and become charming and magnetic. I now magnetize my higher mind centers with thoughts of friendship and social reciprocity. I can be loving and kind. I radiate charm and consideration. People will respond with love and friendship. I desire a forceful personality so I can win friends and influence them to do my bidding. I will act in a positive manner towards others. I shall smile and have a pleasant expression on my face at all times. My words shall reflect love and kindness. I can overcome the hostility and anger that may be directed against me by forgiving others and showing only love and consideration. Repeat the above autosuggestions at least 5 times each. Prosperity secret number 4. To find love, happiness, and create an atmosphere of love and harmony in marriage. I desire fulfillment in my love life. I wish to attract my true soulmate. I shall be cheerful and optimistic in my relationship with my beloved. I shall give more than I receive in this loving union. I try to overcome any defects that may blight my love life. I will make every effort to be kind, considerate, forgiving, and loving. If problems arise, I shall be patient in helping to solve them. I shall create an atmosphere of a perpetual honeymoon in love and marriage. I shall say the 3 magic words, I love you, every day to my beloved. Prosperity miracle number 48. Her faltering marriage was saved through self-hypnosis. Jeanette L. had 2 small children and was desperately anxious to save her marriage from breaking up. She found this increasingly difficult to do because her husband was a compulsive gambler and spent every penny on his destructive habit. She had tried nagging her husband about his bad habits, but this only seemed to drive them farther apart, and he did not stop his gambling. Her personality had become so negative that she seldom smiled, and her sex drive was completely gone. Finally, she sought my help, but only after she had made her decision to get a divorce and win custody of her children. When I told Jeanette that she should try using self-hypnosis, she cried out, "But it's not me who needs to change. It's my husband. He's the one who's spending all the money and depriving me and the children of even the necessities of life." I finally persuaded her that she needed to change also, so she could have a positive influence on her husband. I gave her the appropriate autosuggestions under Section 4 that fitted her exact needs and told her to repeat these at night just before going to sleep. Your husband may not know what you're doing, but he will soon see the change in you and will want to become a more loving, considerate, and cooperative human being. This strategy worked miracles. As Jeanette became a more loving, forgiving, and considerate wife, her husband began to change in his attitude. He still gambled occasionally, but much less than before. Finally, he volunteered to join a group for compulsive gamblers that eventually cured him of his habit. Jeanette saved her marriage, and her children are now emotionally secure in a home which is filled with love and happiness. Prosperity secret number 5. To have good health, long life, and to overcome harmful habits, such as smoking, drinking, or overeating. I ask my subconscious mind to create a strong, healthy, and youthful body, which shall sustain me for a long and useful life. I wish to overcome negative habits that might imperil my health and keep me from expressing life energy. I wish to control my appetite, so I do not overeat and grow obese. I ask for control of the following habits that might be harming my health. Here state these habits, such as drinking alcohol excessively, smoking, or taking unnecessary stimulants. I ask for willpower to master all negative forces in my life. I will think only positive thoughts that express life, energy, health, happiness, and peace. I program my cosmic time clock with the desire to live to be 100 years of age, so that I may successfully fulfill all my life ambitions. Repeat each of these autosuggestions at least 5 times. Prosperity secret number 6. To remove negative personality traits of self-consciousness, inferiority, and inadequacy, and implant poise, confidence, and self-reliance. I now build the new self-image of the positive, poised, and self-confident personality that I desire. I can and will overcome all tendencies to self-consciousness and inferiority that keep me from achieving high goals. I am created in the image and likeness of God. Therefore, I reflect only His qualities of perfection and idealism. I desire a personality that is magnetic and attractive. I do things that make me friendly, cooperative, and loving. I reflect inner and outer poise and confidence. I prepare my mind with adequate knowledge to give me supreme confidence in myself that makes me feel at ease in the presence of others. I think superior thoughts and become inspired with the desire to achieve high goals. Repeat each of these autosuggestions at least 5 times. Prosperity secret number 7. To achieve new life experiences and thrilling adventures in your quest for cosmic fulfillment. I am aware that I was created to have a great destiny. The gift of life entitles me to thrilling adventures and rewards that bring soul satisfaction and dream fulfillment. I desire to travel to exciting new places, have contacts with interesting and important people, experience cultural benefits that enable me to enjoy fine art, beautiful music, inspiring poetry, magnificent literature, and the beauty that adorns all nature. I shall cultivate an appreciation of that which is inspiring and beautiful. I ask for contacts with people of culture and refinement who express the same feelings of beauty and idealism as myself. Repeat each of these autosuggestions at least 5 times. Prosperity miracle number 48. Marcia Kay gained thrilling new experiences in her life. After 5 years of secretarial work, Marcia Kay admitted that she was tired of her work and wanted desperately to make changes in her life. She told me she wanted to travel to foreign countries, to meet important and interesting people, and also to find a soulmate who would bring romantic fulfillment. She began giving herself self-hypnotic suggestions to change the habit patterns of her life and help her find the fulfillment of her dream. She had enrolled in a French study course 2 years before because she hoped one day she might use this international language in some way. She took a refresher course in French and kept up her self-hypnotic suggestions for 6 more months before the big miracle happened. A girlfriend of Marcia's worked at the UN for a French official. She invited Marcia to have lunch with them one day, and from that introduction came the miracle Marcia had hoped for. A man at the UN had to return to Paris to take up his post there, and he needed a secretary who could converse and write in both English and French. Marcia got the job, and before she knew it, she was packed and on her way to the glamorous capital of France to take up her new duties there. She was soon invited to a round of parties at the embassy, where she met important and interesting people, and soon was dating 2 young men who both wanted to marry her. Her dreams were on their way to coming true. Prosperity secret number 8. Release of creative gifts and talents through the power of visualization and imagination. I wish to become a channel for the expression of creative gifts and talents that will bring me fame and fortune. I ask my subconscious mind to release the power of my imagination so I can visualize myself writing great books, composing beautiful music, inventing useful objects, and performing great works that enlist my full potentials for greatness. I know there is a hidden gold mine within me from which I can bring forth golden nuggets of great ideas that will make me rich and famous. I visualize myself as winning world acclaim for my creative ideas. I imagine the prospect of receiving large sums of money for my efforts. I visualize living in a beautiful home, surrounded by my loved ones and entertaining my friends. Prosperity miracle number 49. Her first novel brought her success through self-hypnosis. Dorothy E. had always felt that she was destined for a great career, but her life was mired down with hard work and little money. She married when she was 18 and had 2 children in 3 years. Her husband believed that a wife's place was in the home and would never consent to letting her work because of the children. One night, Dorothy had her mother stay with the children in order to attend my class with a friend. That night, I spoke about how a person can release creative gifts through self-hypnosis using visualization and imagination. She began to use self-hypnosis that night to program a writing career for herself. Later, Dorothy told me this impelled her to take books out of the public library about writing novels. Learning how great authors had written their novels inspired her to write down her ideas for her own future novel. Writing when the children were asleep, and when the housework was done, Dorothy soon had written a fairly large novel in which she was the heroine. She found that the flow seemed to come from a higher mind. She personally took the book to various publishing houses, but each one turned it down. She made up her mind that she would not give up and enrolled in an evening course in short story writing. It was there that her miracle occurred. A young man was also taking the course who just happened to work for a fairly new publisher that was looking for manuscripts. When Dorothy told him about her novel, he asked to read it. The result was that he took it to his boss, who liked it and published it. Dorothy is now writing a TV script for national viewing and seems to be on her way to the career that she dreamed about. Prosperity secret number 9: to achieve a social life in which you are popular and able to sway people to do your bidding. I wish to become socially popular so I may function gracefully in a group of people who are talented, interesting, and refined. I wish to attract friends who are idealistic and whose ambitions reflect my own inner feelings and desires. I shall strive to cultivate my mind with knowledge of many different fields. I shall be conversant on the latest books, the current political scene, the scientific progress of the day, the latest inventions, the classical forms of art as well as modern art, and try to keep abreast of the times in all fields. I will my subconscious mind to find ways in which I can improve my social contacts and to attract only those friends who are on the same plane of action as myself. Repeat each of these autosuggestions at least 5 times. Prosperity secret number 10: to find spiritual fulfillment and soul serenity to rise above life's recurring tragedies. I long to find cosmic fulfillment and soul serenity so I can soar above life's recurring disasters and disappointments. Guide me to spiritual studies and revelations that will give my soul cosmic awareness of life's mysteries. I ask for union with the soul of the universe so that I can function under divine guidance and intuition. I ask for powers of clairvoyance and clairaudience so that I can hear the voice of the Spirit that is trying to give me visions of my future life. I relax and let go of all worries, fears, and anxieties, knowing that I am a child of a loving God, who now takes over my life and leads me to cosmic fulfillment. Prosperity Magic Guidelines in Chapter 17. 1. Use self-hypnosis to release the amazing power that lies hidden within your subconscious and superconscious minds. 2. Self-hypnosis can be induced through concentration, relaxation, and giving yourself powerful autosuggestions. 3. Learn the 6 verbs of action that program your higher mind. I am, I can, I will, I do, I have, and I desire, and how to use them. 4. Use the I desire suggestions to increase the flow of money into your life and ask for an income of $50,000 or more a year. 5. Mary S. used self-hypnosis to revive her failing beauty business and made an income of $50,000 a year. 6. Use autosuggestions for peace of mind and peace of soul and achieve immediate inner tranquility and joy. 7. Use self-hypnotic statements to improve your personality and make you a charming and magnetic person who is able to win friends and hold them. 8. Learn the self-hypnotic suggestions that bring you love, happiness, and create an atmosphere of harmony and love in your home. 9. Jeanette used self-hypnosis to save a broken marriage and cure her gambling husband of his habit. 10. Use self-hypnotic suggestions to give you good health, a long life, and to overcome bad habits like smoking, drinking, or overeating. 11. Use the self-hypnotic suggestions daily to help overcome negative traits of self-consciousness inferiority and inadequacy, and achieve instant poise, confidence, and self-reliance. 12. Thrilling life adventures and a completely new life can be programmed by using self-hypnotic suggestions for cosmic fulfillment. 13. Marcia Kay desired a life of travel, adventure, and excitement. She used self-hypnosis, and within 6 months, miracles happened. 14. Unlock hidden potentials of creative gifts by using self-hypnosis and become an artist, writer, inventor, composer, or successful businessperson. 15. Dorothy E. used self-hypnosis to release the creative gift of writing and soon wrote a successful first novel. 16. Build the right social life and attract friends by giving yourself self-hypnotic treatment.